one together. A little John Philip Sousa. Shabbat Shalom. May the 4th be with you. May we take a moment to think about our gratitude. Gratitude for this day of Shabbat. Gratitude for still living in a country that allows us to share and be free and to celebrate. Even if we can't be in each other's backyards, we are together. We're together here on the live stream. And so I want you to take a moment to just breathe. To just breathe in Shabbat. Breathe out all the stuff from the week that has just passed. Let's join together on page 99 with gratitude for our breath. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. 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 We turn to page 141, Psalm 150. Hallelujah, hallelujah, birkia uzal, hallelujah, vikorotav, hallelujah, kerokuna, hallelujah, birteka shofar, hallelujah, b'nikavel v'chinor, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 betofu machal, hallelujah, mevinim be'ugav, hallelujah, b'tziluk zalei shama, hallelujah, b'tzilzalei truma, olan shama tehaleya, olan shama Turn to page 143, Ozi v'zimrat Yah. Bring it with harmony, bring it with your soul, but just bring it. Ozi v'zimrat Yah, vayehi li lishua. 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 Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
Thank you, Hazan Mimi, for putting us into a mood to get ready for Shabbat, and the Shabbat of 4th of July, and your warm up with a wonderful American-style nigun, and Leonard Cohen, certainly an American Jewish icon. So I think it's a really appropriate melody that you should pick to share with us. We are now moving from the preparatory services designed to help us breathe and get ready and to experience the more personal, intimate, and powerful prayers of the Shachrit, the morning service, and then with the Torah services and through the service that we have. Later on, we're going to have Maddie Saltz. So we're going to be celebrating, as it were, her bat mitzvah a little bit that was supposed to take place, but she'll be with us later a little bit with doing Shema V'Hafta and some Torah reading. In the meantime, we're going to read the, we're going to begin with Baruch Hu. So let's do that. We'll rise together, please, page 149. Going to rise together, those of you who wish to.
One more time. Yeah, la la la, yeah, la la la, la la la, la 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 la, yeah, la la la, yeah, la la la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la Baruch
continuing back in our Siddur. By the way, if you don't know, we utilize the Lev Shalem of the conservative movement. It's available on our website through the Rabbinical Assembly, through their generosity, of course, during these difficult times. On page 153, or perhaps whatever Siddur prayer book that you are utilizing, the bottom there, or Hadash, a new light over Zion.
Or Hadash, Hatzion Ta'ir. Or Hadash, Hatzion Ta'ir. V'nizkar kulanu, v'nizkar kulanu mehera le'oro. V'nizkar kulanu, v'nizkar kulanu mehera le'oro. Yalalai, lai, 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 lai. Yalalai, lai, lai, lai. Yalalai, lai, 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 lai. Yalalai, lai, lai, lai. Yalalai, lai, 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 lai. Yalalai, lai, lai, lai. Yalalai, lai, 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 lai. Yalalai, lai, lai, lai. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaNeorot.
Page 154, Ahava Rabbah, with great love.
Ahava Rabbah Tanu, Adonai Eloheinu, V'emra Gidona V'teva, V'amalta Aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Baruch Rabbeinu, Shebarku Decha, Shebarku Decha, Avinu Malkeinu. Batulam Devahu Bechayim, Ketivoninu Letavdenu, Avinu Ha'av Ha'rakaman, Hamarachem Rachem Aleinu. V'tender libeinu lehavim, ve'avinu la'askir lishmoa, v'ilmodu le'lamed, lishmor ve'la'asot. Ulekayem et kol divrei Talmud Toratecha be'ahava, v'ha'erenu v'toratecha, v'daber lebeinu mitzvotecha, v'yachem levavenu le'ahava u'yira et shemecha, v'lo nevosh le'olam va'ed, v'lo nevosh le'olam va'ed, ki b'shem kodshecha hagadol hanora v'atatu, nagila v'nismecha,
I'm not sure if Chazan Mimi is frozen. There we go. I'm not sure what happened there, but we're preparing for the Shema Ve'ahavta shortly. Prayer of Ahavienu is when we bring together the four fringes. And in doing so, your rabbis, for them, the numbers are so important. Numerology, we've talked before about how they figure out 613 mitzvot through the knots of the tzitzit. As I was thinking about our Independence Day and thinking about the years, 244 years since that Declaration of Independence of July, and made me think that it's close, by the way, for the rabbis, that the words of the Shema, they say, include 245 words. And there's 3 additional words that are added at the end. Our bat mitzvah, Zoe, in a little bit is going to share those words. I'm still calling her the bat mitzvah, Chazan Mimi, even though she's officially waiting on this, she's still our special bat mitzvah today. And at the end, she'll recite the words Adonai Elohechem Emet, which is an additional 3 words to get us to 248. Why is 248 important for the rabbis? Because 248, according to them, represents all of the parts of the body, bone, sinew, everything you name together, you can put together. And in doing so, we represent and acknowledge that we worship God with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our might, as the words of the Shema are. So we're going to gather together those 4 fringes, and we're going to bring in Maddie, who's going to share with us. And we continue now the Havienu.
V'havienu l'shalom be'arba kanfot haaretz v'tolivenu komemiyut le'artzeinu.
I forgot we also have Zoe, who's joining us this morning for our service with her sister. Zoe, are you going to lead us in Shema V'Havta?
I am going to lead you in Shema.
All right. Go ahead, please, Zoe, as we focus on these words together.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher anochi metzavecha hayom alevavecha ve'shinantam lebanecha ve'dibarta bam be'shivtecha bebetecha u'lechtecha b'derech Ushokbecha ufumecha Ushartom leot al yadecha Vehayu letotafot beinenecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha.
We continue silently with the Hebrew or English or whatever prayers you have. As we continue with the second paragraph of Yomer, we're going to kiss our tzitzit that Maddie's going to share with us when she unmutes herself, and we're going to make sure that we join together in Vayomer. Go ahead, Maddie.
Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor daber el bnei Yisrael va'amarta alahem va'asu lahem tzitzit v'kanfei vigdeihem ledorotam v'natnu al tzitzit hakanaf pitil techelet v'haya lahem letzitzit Uritem oto וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם, ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, לחיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם emet.
Yasher Koach to Zoe and to Maddie. We're going to see you both a little bit later, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. Okay. We're going to continue now with Micha Mocha. Should we do that, Chazan Mimi? Page 158, is that right?
True. And I think you're going to know the melody. Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai Micha Mocha Nehedar B'Kodesh Norah Tehilot Oseh Feleh Norah Tehilot Oseh Feleh Shira Chadasha Shibchu Ge'ulim L'Shimcha Osvatayam Yachad Kulam Hodu Ve'imlichu Ve'amru Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed Sur Yisrael Kuma Ve'ezrat Yisrael Uferechinu Mecha Yehuda veYisrael Go Aleinu Adonai Tzavot Shemo Kedosh Yisrael Baruch Atah Adonai Gav Yisrael.
We're going to begin the Amidah together, page 159.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel chasadim tovim v'konei hakol v'zocher chasdei avot umevi goel livnei v'neihem lema'an shemo be'ahava melech ozer ufoked umoshia umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ufoked Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayim Etim Atah Rav Lehoshia Moshiv Haruach Morid Hatah. Who knows what days we're in the middle of this coronavirus? Mechalkel Chayim V'Chesed Mechayim Eitim Berachamim Rabim Tomech Noflim Verofech Olim Umatir Hasurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Baal Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Meimitu Mechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Lahachayot Meitim Baruch Atah Adonai Mechayeh HaMeitim קדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו כשמי מרום. ככתוב על יד נביאך וקרא זה זה ואמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אז בקול רעש גדול אדיר והחזק משמיעים קול, מתנשאים לעומת שרפים, לעומתם יאמרו ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ממקומך מלכנו תופיע ותמלוך עלינו ותמלוך עלינו כי מחכים אנחנו לך. איי 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 מתי תמלוך בציון וקרוב בימינו וקרוב בימינו לעולם ועד תשכון תתקדש ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך לדור ודור לדור ודור ולנצח נצחים. איי 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 בעינינו תיראנה תיראנה מלכותך כדבר האמור בשירי עוזך על ידי דוד על ידי דוד משיח צדקך על ידי דוד על ידי דוד משיח צדקך ימלוך אדוני לעולם אלוהי ציון לדור ודור הללויה לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור
Ledor vador, ledor vador,
ledor vador,
ledor vador, nagid gon lecha. Ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha nagdish, kedushatcha nagdish. V'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipidu lo yamush, leonush leolam va'ed. Ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, nagid gon lecha. Ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, ledor vador, nagid gon lecha. Ki hamelech gadol v'kadosh ata, gadol v'kadosh ata. Yai lai 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 Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
The Amidah continues silently, whether English or Hebrew or the private prayers of your heart. As we continue with our personal private prayers, Chazan Mimi is going to give us a little music to help our souls open up and to feel God's presence. Here we go.
Shalom, Bimramav. Oh, say shalom, Bimramav. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom, Bimramav. Oh, say shalom, Bimramav. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu.
The Kaddish Shalom, we continue page 167.
Yitgadal v'yikra shemei rabba b'yamad divrach v'yam lichmachu v'chayachonu v'yamachonu v'chayedecho beit Yisrael ba'agalau v'zman kari v'yimeru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam La Mehamaya Yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudashah v'richu le'ela mikol b'rata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alama v'imeru amen. Titka bal salotona vatahon decho Yisrael kodama v'hon devishmaya v'imeru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shmaya v'chaim aleinu v'el kol Yisrael v'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'el kol Yisrael v'imeru amen.
In the absence of the Torah itself and being in our sanctuary and being able to share together, our tradition has been to have a little song, an introduction that reminds us of the centrality of Torah. Normally, I want to envision us walking around the sanctuary and being able to kiss that Torah. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah. From Zion does the Torah come to be welcome out and welcome into this Torah service.
Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Udvar Adonai miYerushalayim. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Udvar Adonai miYerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo, Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Bigdu shato ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Udvar Adonai miYerushalayim. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Udvar Adonai miYerushalayim.
Now, if you can imagine the Torah being out and we're ready for our Torah service, I want to speak a little bit today and to share, we have to think about gratitude. Chazan Mimi focused on that theme this morning as we opened up our service. I think on 4th of July, be able to focus on gratitude and blessings. We'll talk a little bit later about 4th of July and celebrate, but what kind of gratitude do we need to have over what kinds of things? That's the real question. So I want to think about a couple different areas. One are tangible things. Second is intangible things. And the third is people. Right, so what are the tangible things that we're grateful for? Of course, like food and shelter and all those things that we have in our life and that we sometimes take for granted even. The things that sustain us, kind of like the manna of the Israelites in the wilderness that they too took for granted very often, even though it sustained them, because we just get accustomed to them in our lives. And then we have the intangible things like health. How many of us take health for granted? It's only when we're sick, we get older perhaps, moments in which that health comes into question, that we all of a sudden realize the blessings we had. That's a challenge, really, the intangible, to be focused on them. That's why, by the way, in the Jewish tradition, we have blessings over our body, over waking up, over all the things that the body does to remind us what a miracle it is. And what about the third thing that we're grateful for? What about people? People in our lives, from family, friends, by the way, co-workers, mentors. How many types of people can you think of who bring meaning into your life? We often forget about the significance and the impact that they have on our lives. Sure, we love them, we think of them, but how often do we really focus on what they contribute to our lives and who they've made us? It often happens in moments of death. So when I speak with families in preparation for a funeral, that people begin to think again and understand what kind of contributions people have brought into their lives. Not appreciated enough in the way in which our daily lives are better, that we are richer and we are who we are because of them. We think it's all about us very often. Some of those people have changed our lives in very profound ways. For some people, the last 4 months has brought in a new appreciation of the people in our lives. Not only are we lonely for them, but somehow we're changed. That isolation from them, the way in which they inspire us, even if it's just by phone or by Zoom, isn't often the same way. And we're disconnected from those people and the ways in which they have touched our lives. Well, do you appreciate them more, this moment? More than you did before? Not taking for granted what they brought into your life? Fully realize perhaps now what it's meant? Well, in this week's Parsha, on the portion of Chukat, we read about the passing of Miriam. So she saved the life of Moses, by the way. She led all the women, right, at the sea in song. What else did she really do? Well, we don't hear much about her, honestly. And the question is, did the Israelites, did Moses, anybody really understand what Miriam brought into their lives? And so in our portion, we read, here's a chapter 20, I'm going to read for you. The Israelites arrived in a body at the wilderness of Zin in the first new moon, and the people stayed at Kadesh. Miriam died there and was buried there. And that's it. That's all that's mentioned about her. Nothing else. The question is, why didn't they mourn her? Why didn't they have some types of ritual, something that recognized her loss? It simply says that she was buried there. I want you to think about that for a moment, what she meant, what it meant in their travels. In the meantime, we're going to share the blessing of Lasok B'divrei Torah. So if you'll join with me, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kisham mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lasok B'divrei Torah. We're going to have some Torah readers this morning who are going to be coming in. We're going to have Kaylee Romano, Natalie Rosenthal, Maddie Saltz, all who are going to be reading Torah for us. And so the first reading you're going to be able to find is it's Numbers chapter 19. It's the very beginning. And I'm going to do my best without Rabbi Gonko here to figure out how to share the Torah reading as Kaylee Romano is going to begin the Torah reading for us.
Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe ve'el Aharon lemor, Zot chukat haTorah asher tzivah Adonai lemor, Daber el bnei Yisrael, vayiklu elecha para aduma tmima, asher ein ba mum asher lo ala aleha o, unkatem ota el Elazar hakohen, vehotzi ota el michutz lemachane, veshachat ota lefanav. V'lakach Elazar hakohen midama be'etzba'o, v'hizel nochach pnei ohel moed midama sheva pe'amim, v'saraf et hapara le'einav, v'et orav et v'sarav et ama al Pirsha Yisrof, Velakach HaKohen et Erez, Ve'ezov u'shnei tolat, Ve'hishlich el toch sreifat ha'para.
Asher Koach, thank you very much for sharing with us. So no mourning is ascribed for the death of Miriam. And yet, the rabbis give us a hint about what her life was about. Because the next verse in the Torah continues, the community was without water, and they joined against Moses and Aaron. So how do the rabbis connect that verse to the previous one about the death of Miriam? Well, they said, some of you know this famous midrash, that it was a well of water that accompanied the Israelites based on on the merits of Miriam. It was because of her that they had water to drink, but they didn't realize it. You see, that was the blessing that she brought, that she sustained them with nourishment every day. How much is that like people in our lives who bring nourishment and love and mentoring, and we don't always realize it until it's too late. What's going to happen right after the story? Aaron and Moses are going to get into trouble. It's a result of needing water that they hit the rock. That's Moses. And many of you know this story, that they're punished, both of them, by not being able to go into the land. Aside from providing water for all the people, what else did Miriam bring into the life of Aaron and Moses? She brought a sense of calmness. She brought a sense of being able to look at the world in a different way. Without Miriam, Moses and Aaron were not the same. All of a sudden, they're not able to cope in life. What about the people who in our lives help us cope? Sometimes we don't even realize the ways in which they do that. According to the Midrash, it was Miriam who brought the water to the Israelites. And it was Aaron, by the way, who brought peace to them. A little bit later, we're going to read in the passing of Aaron, all the house of Israel cried for him for 30 days. So why did they all of a sudden mourn for those 30 days for Aaron that they didn't for Miriam? Well, maybe, perhaps, I want to suggest that they finally understand what it means to lose people. They hadn't really experienced that in such a great way, to see great leaders go by the wayside. When I say great leaders, I mean important people in their lives. It was after Miriam passed away and they realized finally that there was no water. And after Aaron dies, by the way, what's going to happen is their first conflict, the first armed conflict they're going to have. And somehow Aaron had brought them peace. According to Pirkei Avot, Ethics of Fathers, he was Ohev Shalom, Rodef Shalom. He was a lover of peace and a pursuer of peace. Reminds me of a story. It's a Hasidic story about a town in which there is a very wealthy man, but who has the great reputation of being a miser. The rabbi, when he goes to the house of this wealthy man and to ask him for money to help people, says, Rabbi, I have my own way of helping. The rabbi always assumed that his way of helping was just to keep it all for himself. And so it was. This was the reputation of the man by everyone in the town. He was just miserly. And when it came to his funeral, no one showed up. The rabbi, some others, they did the dignity of placing him to death, but none of the townspeople came. And then following the week of Shiva, all of a sudden, some people started coming to the rabbi, saying, Rabbi, I need your help. The rabbi said, well, why all of a sudden do you need the help? He said, well, I have to tell you, for years, every week I was getting money that was left on my doorstep, money that helped me get through the week, to buy the things that I needed to get through and to support my family in the most basic ways. And all of a sudden, a little over a week ago, it just stopped coming. And one after one, the townspeople came to the rabbi to say in ways that somebody had been helping them before, but that help had stopped. The rabbi knew quickly that the so-called miser actually had been a great tzaddik. His anonymous way of sharing, of helping others, nobody knew until he was gone. Miriam, Aaron, other people in our lives, the ways in which they inspire us, may they always continue to, and may we have gratitude. I want you to think about those people in your lives who inspire you in so many different ways. Give them a call after Shabbat. Express your gratitude in whatever way you can. But that's how we live our life, learning and sharing from others. We're going to continue now with the second Aliyah, and that one, as soon as I find out where we're going to start, is going to be page 881 if you're following the Chumash. Well, you don't need to, because I'm going to share with you on the screen, but it's Numbers 19, beginning verse 7, and here we go. All right, is that Natalie, you're going to read for us? Are you the second Aliyah? There you go. If you unmute yourself, we'll have you share.
V'chibes begadav hakohen v'rachat b'saro b'mayim v'achar yavo el hamachaneh v'tamei hakohen ad ha'arav v'hasorei fotah yichabes begadav b'mayim v'rachat basaro b'mayim v'tamei ad ha'arav v'asaf ishtahor et efer hapara v'hiniach mechutz lamachaneh b'makom tahor v'hayata la'adat b'nei Yisrael l'mishmeret l'menita chatat ir.
Thank you, Natalie. Asher Koach. We're going to continue now with Misha Berach prayer. So whether this is for you, for a loved one, for anyone you know, Chazan Mimi is going to help lead us in this Misha Berach. Offer blessings of healing and strength for Naomi Bat Sarah, Elon Shayot, Beverly Bowie, Susan Stavis, Dina Bat Yocheved, Vivian Azus, Chaim Ben Sarah, Rivka Bat Carmel Avedov, Tova Bat Chana, Chaya Gabriela Bat Galia, Leah Bat Abraham Sarah, Aaron Ben Aviva, David Ben Chaya, Tzvi Ben Ada, Malka Bat Sharna, Sarah Bat Fruma Rivka, David Joseph Ben Chaim Velvel, Pesach Nechama, Livia Bat Rachel, Mordechai David Ben Margalit, Tisel Ben Goldi, Leah Naomi Bat Hadassah, Mordechai Ben Rivka Bat Sheva, Bluma Bat Barbara, Fran Kapolnik, Olga Filgen, Shmuel Ben James, Tzipora Aliza Bat Kayla Hendel, Yerachmiel Ben Ruth, as well as all those suffering from COVID-19 and all the frontline workers and all who are in need of our prayers of strength and healing. We bring them into our prayers as we continue.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
For all those in need of healing, strength, and comfort, may our prayers come to you, and let us all say, Amen. we're going to continue. Is this Maddie reading this Torah reading, Chazan Mimi? Maddie, this was going to be your bat mitzvah week at Camp Ramah, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, we're supposed to do it on a Thursday morning, as I recall. That's right. So we're a little bit sad today, probably, in terms of not being at Ramah, but what a great celebration you have with so many of your family, friends. I know there are family and friends who are actually watching you today, by the way. They're very excited for you. I'm so thrilled and just so proud of you. You need to know that. And when the time's right, we'll celebrate even more, right?
Right.
All right, good. You're going to read the next Aliyah as we continue the Torah reading. Go ahead, Maddie.
V'chibes ha'osef et efer ha'para et begadav v'tamei ad ha'arev v'hayata livnei Yisrael v'lager hagar betocham lehukat olam hanogea b'meit lechol nefesh adam v'tamei shivat yamim hu yitchatavo bayom hashelishi ubayom hashavi'i yitar ve'im lo yitchata bayom hashelishi ubayom hashavi'i lo yitar kol hanogeya b'meit b'nefesh ha'adam asher yamut v'lo yitchata et mishkan Adonai timei v'nichrta ha'nefesh hahiv mi Yisrael ki menida lo zorak alav tamei yeh od tumatovo Zot haTorah Adam ki yamut be'ohel kol haba el ha'ohel v'chol asher ba'ohel yitma shivat yamim v'chol keli fatuach asher ein samid patil alav tamehu v'chol asher yiga al penei hasadeh bachal al cherev o v'meit o v'etzem adam o v'kaver yitma shivat yamim v'lakechu latamei me'afar zerefat hachatat v'natan alav mayim chayim el keli.
Yasher Koach, I'm so proud of you. We continue now with the Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba b'yamad yivrach erutev yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yamechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael bagala bagala uvizman kariv v'meru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'alam lo me'omaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudusha berichu le'elam min kol berkata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma b'imheru amen.
We're continuing now with the fourth Aliyah, Maftir really, and so we're skipping a couple verses, going all the way to chapter 21, beginning verse 16. And we're going to call back Kaylee Romano, who's going to read this Aliyah for us.
Umisham be'era hi habe'er Asher Amar Adonai leMoshe Esof et ha'am ve'etna lahem mayim. Az Yashir Yisrael et hashira hazot Ali be'er anula be'er chafaru hasarim keru hanidivei ha'am yimchokek b'mish anotam umimidbar matana Umimatana Nachaliel, Umi Nachaliel Bamot, Umi Bamot, Chagai Asher Bisde Moav, Rosh Hapiska, Benishkafa El Pnei Hayesimon.
Yasher Koach, that was very nice. Thank you for sharing with us on this day. Just want to spend a little time now talking about the 4th of July and how grateful we are for the blessings that we have in this country. If you don't know, I spoke a little bit about it last night, that Jewish beginnings in North America are long before there is a real country that is created. 1654, actually, when before it's New York, it is New Amsterdam, and it is a Dutch colony. And 23 Jews land on a ship. They're trying to run away from the expulsion of the Jews from the Spanish and then later Portuguese, if you will, issues that are permeating the idea that either you convert or you die. And so they're in Portugal, they're in Brazil for a while under when it's a Portuguese colony, but then they need to escape. And we're not sure whether in fact they are coming to North America, whether that's intention or not. Some suggest that they were heading somewhere else, perhaps back to Europe even. But those 23 people, they land and they're not so welcome by Peter Stuyvesant, the governor. It's only when they appeal to the Dutch West Indies Company, which happens to have strong Jewish connections. The Jewish community was quite remarkable and strong. There's many Jewish leaders. There are even great scholars from that time. And so they're allowed to stay, but what is the caveat is that they can't be a blight on society here in the colonies. And so they have to take care of themselves. And that's the beginning, honestly, of the idea that when Jews are allowed to gather together, that we have to take care of our own. And so by the time of the American Revolution, somewhere between 500 to 1,000 Jewish people who are living in the colonies. By the time of the Civil War, somewhere between 200 to 250,000. And those Jews who came, many of you know, those are the German Jews who were fleeing from Germany. It was a time of potential, the growth of industry. And so they're coming to America for a better life. These are the Jews very often who wanted to fit in. They changed their names. They want to be part of the American culture. And so these German Jews, they found some of the beginnings of the synagogues, the Reform movement that finds its way here in America. And finally, one of the big influx of Jews from Europe, of course, it's the late 1880s, and then into the 20th century. And they're fleeing, of course, the pogroms and all of the anti-Jewish sentiments. And Jewish life begins to change. There's great anti-Semitism in this country. All you have to do is look at some of the TV shows, actually, that suggest, what would have happened if someone else had become president, perhaps someone like Charles Lindbergh later on. If the ideologies of people like Henry Ford had been able to become more pronounced in our country, Father Coughlin and others. So life for the Jewish people is not easy, but by the way, seen as a land of opportunity. So what are the big changes that come in the Jewish community? According to Deborah Moore, a historian, she says that it's really World War II. Last night I shared the story. If you don't know the story, you have to look it up, about the 4 chaplains who actually, of 3 different Christian traditions, Catholic, Protestant, Methodist, and then a rabbi, who were on ship together and who had been classmates at the Harvard chaplaincy school. And as the ship was torpedoed by the Germans and it's going down, and there are not enough life preservers or ways to save those on board, that they give up their life preservers and they join arms, the 4 of them together, and singing and giving faith to those who are on board, and they go down with the ship, and they are later honored as well. That story really helped to galvanize, if you will, an American Jewish relationship with this country, a way in which we're now seeing, even though a minority, as being part of a Catholic, Protestant, Jewish triumvirate that gives strength in this Judeo-Christian tradition that we have, that we are going to be part of it. And what does Deborah Moore say? She wrote a great book, by the way. I just happened to look at it a little bit. There was a book, I don't know if it's hers or it's actually called G.I. Jew. And the idea was that how that World War II experience transformed Jewish soldiers. In her words, by the way, let me find it. She wrote, Jewish soldiers came out of the war more American and more Jewish. They had learned when pushed to push back. This meant that they were no longer ready to accept second-class citizenship. They were ready to fight for their rights as Jews against discrimination and for a Jewish state. They recognized that the United States accepted Judaism as part of the Judeo-Christian tradition, and they got to know other Americans in other parts of the US and realized they could settle and integrate beyond the constraints of their childhood homes. That's something I never realized, how the experiences in the Army. It was 500,000 Jewish men who served during World War II, and how the experience within the Army and coming back and standing up for themselves. And in fact, and later on going off to college, many of them are starting businesses, working through the, if you will, the quotas that existed in universities that soon began to fall down through the 60s and then into the 70s. America has been a blessing for the Jewish people. Of course, we confront anti-Semitism all the time. We have to stand up against that anti-Semitism. We have to bring together the sharing of our different cultures to understand one another, to build paths of peace, as we always have, as we did in the civil rights movement in the 60s as well. We talk about gratitude. We Jews don't take for granted of what it means to be part of a country and to be citizens. Until the late 1700s, we were never before given rights of citizenship. France and America. And we know that we are citizens. It's not just a privilege, but it's an obligation to make the country a better place, to be part of it. And my hope is that we will continue that process to help this country and to grow with it, to make it always as we strive for a better place. Khazan Mimi, you're going to share with us, I think, a song in honor of this 4th of July. And then following that, we're going to have Josh and Sarah, they're going to lead us in a prayer for our country, even more appropriate on this 4th of July weekend.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
All right, Davis says, will you honor us, Sarah and Josh, with a prayer for our country, please?
Yes, Shabbat Shalom. A prayer for our country. Our God and God of our ancestors, with mercy accept our prayer on behalf of our country and its government. Pour out your blessing upon this land, upon its inhabitants, upon its leaders, its judges, officers, and officials, who faithfully devote themselves to the needs of the public. Help them understand the rules of justice you have decreed, so that peace and security, happiness and freedom will never depart from our land.
Amen. Thank you for joining us. Shabbat Shalom. It's nice to see you. We're going to turn for a prayer for the state of Israel. And after that, Maddie, you're going to be doing Ashrei. You know what? If you can have Zoe with you actually in the same room, it's easier. Is she there in your house with you? If she is, why don't you get her? That way we don't have to have two different locations. Bring her right next to you and you'll do Ashrei together. All right, here we go. Chazan Mimi, a prayer for the state of Israel, please.
Avinu shebashamayim, Sur Yisrael v'gohalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichad Geulateinu. Avinu shebashamayim, Sur Yisrael v'gohalo, Israel, Reshit Smichad Geulateinu.
Avinu Shebashamayim, please bring blessing and strength to the state of Israel. That may be the beginning of redemption with your love. Spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace, its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say, Amen.
Avinu shebashamayim, Sur Yisrael v'gohalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichad Geulateinu.
Putting us all on together, Maddie and Zoe, I thought it was so funny. You can unmute yourselves for a moment. It's just so sweet. When I said that you could both be at the same computer, I think you both ran out at the same time to find each other and somewhere in the house.
I got there first.
That was so funny. All of a sudden I saw two empty computers. Oh, it's so nice to share with you. You guys miss your, I imagine, sadness about not being at Camp Ramah, and about sharing, Maddie. But look, you got your sister to share with. What could be better in life, right?
Exactly. I'm wonderful.
There you go. We talk about gratitude and blessing. I love the two of you together. You are so funny. You make us all proud, and your parents, and your grandma, and everybody. You got lots of family on, I think, watching and celebrating with you, Maddie, as well. Ashrei is going to be page 181, and you're going to lead us both with the call and the response. So go ahead, please.
Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha, Ojahalu Chasela,
Ashrei Am Shekachalo, Ashrei Am Shadonai Elohav,
Tehila LeDavid, Aromimcha Elohai HaMelech, Va'avarcha Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed,
B'chol Yom Avarchecha, V'ahalala Shimcha Le'olam Va'ed,
Gadol Adonai Hulal Me'od, Ve'ligdoto Ein Cheker,
Dor Ledor Yishabach Ma'asecha, Uveratecha Yankidu,
Hadar Kevod Hodecha, V'divrei Niflotecha Asicha,
Ve'ezuz Nerotecha Yomeru, Ugdulatcha Asaprena,
Zecharav Tuvcha Yabi'u, V'tidkatcha Yeranenu,
Chanun V'rachum Adonai, Erech Apayim Ugdal Chased,
Tov Adonai Lakol, V'rachamav Al Kol Ma'asav,
Yotucha Adonai Kol Ma'asecha, V'hasitecha Yevarchucha,
Kevod Mechutecha Yomeru, Ugduratecha Yedaberu,
V'hodia Lifnei Ha'adam Gevurotav, Uchvod Hadar Malchutel,
Malchutecha Malchut Kol Olamim, Umemshaltecha Bechol Dor V'ador,
Somech Adonai Lechol Hanoflim, V'zokef Lechol Hakfufim,
Einei Chol Elecha Yesaberu, V'nata Notein Lahem Et Achlam Be'ito,
Poteach Et Yadecha, Umaspirach Lechol Chai Ratzon,
Tzaddik Adonai bechol derachav, v'hasid bechol ma'asav.
Karov Adonai lechol korav, lechol asher yikra'u be'emet.
Ritzon yerav ya'aseh, ve'et shavatam yishma ve'yoshiyem.
Shomer Adonai et kol ohavav, ve'et kol harshayim ve'ashmi.
Tehilat Adonai yedaber pi, vivarech kol basar, shem kodsho le'olam va'ed. Va'anachnu nevarech ya, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah.
Oh, that was so nice to have you two even harmonizing together a little bit there at the end. Oh my goodness, we miss you both. You gonna have a good summer? All right. Well, you two enjoy. We're going to continue now with our service, symbolically replacing the Torah to the ark with Eitz Chaim Hi.
Eitz Chaim Hi, lamachazikim ba, v'tomchecha me'ushar derachecha, darchei noam, v'chol netivotecha, shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva, Chadesh yameinu kekedem.
Customarily, this is a place for the Musaf service. Musaf means additional. It acknowledges the specialness of the day of Shabbat or holidays when we have this Musaf Amidah. So whether you're going to pray the words of the Amidah, which you'll find in our prayer book on beginning page 185, or whether you choose to recite your own prayers, Hebrew or English, just to meditate for a little bit. This is your moment of oneness with life, with prayer, with God, with yourself. And so Chazan Mimi is going to give us a little bit of musical background for our souls to feel the prayers as well as we continue silently.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
Kadish Shalem, page 203. We continue.
Yitgadal v'yikra shemei rabba b'yamad divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechonu v'yamachonu v'chayerechol beit Yisrael v'agalau v'zman kariv v'imeru amen Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'alam lamei almaya yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalav shemei kudisha brichu le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiran be'alama v'yimeru amen titkabal salot honu v'atohon decho Yisrael kodamu v'hon devishmaya v'imru amen Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen.
Page 205. Maddie Strauss is going to stand up. She's going to unmute herself. And she is studying for bat mitzvah. We're so proud of her as well. Maddie, you're going to lead us in Aleinu. Go ahead.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol la'tikadu la'le'etzer reshit shalo asanu k'goyei ha'aratza velo samanu kamishpahot ha'adama shalo sam halkeinu kohen v'gor aleinu kehol hamonam Va'anachnu korim u'mishtahavim u'modim lifnei melech mahei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notes hamayim v'yosed haaretz u'moshav yikarev v'shamayim ima'al v'shina uzo v'govhei meromim u'eloheinu eino amatmalkeinu afetzulato Kakatu v'torato v'yadata v'hashevoto eleva v'ha ki Adonai hu ha'elohim ha'shamayim yima'al ba'al ha'aretz mitahat ein od Kakatu v'toratecha Adonai yimlach le'olam ba'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai le'melech al kol ha'aretz v'yom hahu yehiya Adonai echad U'shemo echad.
Esther Koch, thank you, Maddie.
Beautiful.
Are you having a nice summer, Maddie?
Yes.
Trying good. Well, we miss you, and you keep studying and take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you.
All right, be well. I'm going to make some announcements. You can mute yourself, and we'll see you. Those of you who wish to join us for the Mourner's Kaddish, if you're reciting at this time, if you have your site, you can log on to our Zoom experience, and we'll let you in to be able to see the rest of the community with you as well. And I'm going to just share some announcements. We're so honored to have the online community from here all the way to Philadelphia and Florida and other places back east. We're glad to have you join our community. Later on, after the Mourner's Kaddish, we're going to invite any of you who want to take part in the Kiddush and to stay for our virtual Kiddush luncheon to come on by Zoom as well. Hopefully you have your lunch ready to join with us and to share some learning today, a little bit of learning and sharing together as friends. Tomorrow, Chazan Mimi is going to have her sacred space, 11 a.m. You'll find information on aliyahlive.org. And Chazan Mimi, what could they look forward to tomorrow?
Meditation, number one, a mindfulness meditation, some singing, some sharing, and being together in a quiet space.
Very nice. I know how meaningful it is to so many people. Next Friday night, we continue with our summer shul at 7 o'clock. The theme is Sports Shabbat. This is where we let Chazan Mimi just do whatever she wants. Wear your favorite team, prepare for special fun, oneg for yourself. visit templealiyah.org. You'll find all the information there. Should they wear for their favorite team? What team would you be representing next week, Hazan Mimi?
I'm not sure. Check it out.
Okay. But we're looking forward to sharing with you next week, Hazan Mimi. And by the way, even though the office is closed, we're not. So if you need us, we're always around. Rabbi Vogel, templealiyah.org, Rabbi Galko, Hazan Stein, Hazan Mimi. We're just an email away, and we'll get back to you. And we're still very, very busy creating community and sharing with all of you. Now, for Mourners Kaddish, at this moment of memorial, we bring to mind those people who have been so much a part of our lives. And even though they are not with us physically, they inspire us each and every day. And we wish to live out the values of their lives to help bring meaning to ours as well. On this Shabbat, we remember the yahrzeits of Joseph Fagenblatt, Saul Garfinkel, Florence Harwin, Pinchas Kardish, Rabbi Moshe Schechter, Jerome Schless, Bonnie Visselman, Elaine Epstein, Michael Keyes, Alex Satin, Norma Schulman, Melvin Wenk, Abraham Waxman, Lillian Bernstein, Rudolph Hoxinger, Sylvia Curie, Mary Mendelson, Melville Sandomierski, Ken Small, Marty Solomon, Diane Steinberg, Fred Bodenheimer, Abraham Karp, Alfred Lee, Anna Sachs-Birnbaum, Helen Schubert, Bertha Starr, Irving Zuckerman, Joseph Elner, Barbara Enton, Sarah Ginniger, Francis Muchoud, Charlene Pavarov, Grace Sager, Estelle Schwartz, Lottie Belkin, Joseph Cohen, Salbert Fox, Betty Korber, Benjamin Schwartzberg, Stephen Weissman, Natalie Zigman, Elaine Gottlieb, Molly Nelson, Joseph Sherman, Anna Thorne, Arlene Zide, and Jack Zide, and Miriam Deitch. We're also mindful of recent bereavements within our own community. We mourn the passing of longtime member Stuart Block, and for his family, for his wife Diana, and for the family, our condolences go out to you. And for Nadia Epstein, who passed away, mother of Bob and Tori Epstein, and for Bob and his family, we send out prayers of strength and comfort at this time. For all of you who are reciting the words of the Mourners Kaddish, page 207 or whatever prayer book you might be looking at, or you might even know the words by heart at this point. They mean so much in our tradition, words of affirmation of life. Let us, those of us reciting the Kaddish, join together. Yit gadal ve'yit kadash shemei rabbah. Amen. V'yalmad yivrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei b'chol beit Yisrael. V'galav izman kari v'meru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'alam u'me'omaya. Yitbarach, yishtabach, yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. Yitadar v'yit'alev v'yithalal. Shemei v'kudashah b'richu. Ve'ela min kol birchata v'shurata. Tush b'chata v'nechamata. Damiran be'alma v'meru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu be'al kol Yisrael. Meru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'romav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu be'al kol Yisrael. V'meru. Amen. May God establish peace in the heavens, grant peace and harmony for us, for all of heaven, for all of the world, and let us say, Amen. Part of the Torah reading this week was actually a double portion of Chukak and Balak. At the end of Balak's, the story of Balaam, who Balak, the king of Moab, calls upon him to curse the Israelites, and Balaam can only do what God wants him to say. The third time that he tries to curse the Israelites, it actually comes out another blessing. These are the words of Ma Tovu. And Hazan Mimi, you're going to share with us, as everybody else who wishes, right? For people who are staying on live streaming, they're going to enjoy your Ma Tovu. This will allow other people to join us who are wishing, our regulars, to join us for Kiddush, and then for our virtual Kiddush luncheon. So that great blessing, Ma Tovu.
And sing along. If you're not in the Zoom room, sing along. Ma tovu, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael, Va'ani berov chasecha, avo betecha, Eshtacha ve'echa kodshecha, be'yiratecha, ma tovu, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael, Adonai ahavti, be'on betecha, Mishkan kevodecha, Mishkan vodecha, Va'ani tefilati, L'Adonai et ratzon, Elohim berov chasdecha, Elohim berov chasdecha, ma tovu, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael, ma tovu, ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael, mishkenotecha Yisrael.
That was beautiful, Chazan Mimi. We love that composition. Makes us think a little bit about the high holidays as well. I tell you what, you're going to lead us in Kiddush?
Ready for Vishamru? Come on and sing it out, everyone. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasod et HaShabbat Lidorotam berid olam. Ay, 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 beini uvein bnei Israel, oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash. Ay, 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 Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat
Kain Barach Adonai, et Yom HaShabbos Shehu Savrai. L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Everyone drink up your wine there. Okay, and now Netilat Yadayim and Motzi. I have here the water. All right, there you go. I'm gonna wash my hands. And it's on the drying of the hands. We recite the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kisham mitzvotav tzivanu al Netilat Yadayim. All right, and then get your chalot together. You got it? All right, Chazan, maybe grab on. Some of you got even homemade chalot, looks like. It's joined together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
We're shmoo when we need some challah to share with anybody we want.
Yes.
All right, we're going to do Shabbat Shalom. Come on, Chazan, Mimi, take us out. Here we go.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, 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 Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom.